Okay, should be recording now. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for all being here. Early in the morning in the UK. Hope everybody's feeling good as well. Just making sure you can all hear me, which is good. Okay, yeah, awesome. So the first thing I'd like to just share or say is that I really, really feel that when it comes to imbibing wisdom, imbibing knowledge, and getting insights alongside, a particular, educator or facilitator just sharing something, I really, really like it to be quite interactive. So I know a few of you might be kind of getting yourself ready, which is fine. But for those who are able to be a bit interactive and, just share, answer some of the questions, please do either in the chat or feel free to unmute yourself and actually speak. And then, mute yourself after you finish speaking as well. Because it's said that I think we remember 70% of what we discuss, 80% of what we participate in, and 90 to 95% of what we teach. So just by participating in some of the discussions that we've had, and it's my own kind of style in terms of doing it, we actually learn and get to imbibe a lot more as well. So at any moment you want to kind of answer any kind of questions or any questions I put forward to everybody, try to be as interactive as possible, because it's you that gets a lot, that benefit from it. So just wanted to thank also Shante and the doc for arranging this session for me. They actually made me a DCX ambassador on my birthday, which is cool. I think by complete accident. Well, nothing's a complete accident. But yeah, I'm just really here to, all I'm doing is plugging into our myriad of incredible educators and teachers in the DCX and crypto space, and trying to digest what they're sharing to give it to you in a way that's easy to implement, easy to apply, and just easy to understand. So anything I'm sharing isn't, it's not so much my own opinion, so to speak. It's just what I'm hearing and trying to study from the various educators and seeing that there's great benefit in really kind of, understanding our, the packages that we've signed up to, and just the access to the various people that we have as well. Okay, so just to kind of get a feel of where everybody's at, if you have practically no experience whatsoever in dealing with crypto, and you have very little to almost no experience of exploring the DCX package, either you may not have it or you have it, but you've just not actually really explored it or understood it, please type a 1 in the chat. So if you've really just like crypto's just, you've heard it, you heard a bit of Bitcoin here and there, but you've actually just never explored it. There's a couple of gains here and there, but you just have really it's like, where do I kind of get started? Type 1. Okay, cool. Okay, type a 2 if you've signed up to crypto exchanges. Okay. And type a 3 if you've purchased crypto and transferred it to a personal wallet. Maria's tapped 4, so she must be staking her Bitcoin. Okay, cool. 3. Hold on. Okay, so Ornella, you tapped a 1 and a 3. 3. Okay, so yeah, cool. Ornella, I'm confused. You tapped a 1 and a 3. Where are you? Where are you at with things? Okay.
Michael, can I ask one
Yeah.
question?
Yes.
I was just Abby, by the way. So
Oh, yeah.
I've bought Bitcoin, but I don't know if it's. I'm hearing that you have to have like when you say their personal wallet, that there's this unique key that you have to have. So I'm not sure if I've done that part correctly. I'm not sure if you're going to touch on that later, but I have bought Bitcoin, but I don't know if I've got like my own personal wallet.
Sure. I'll just share one or two things now about that, and then we'll probably touch upon it later. When you buy Bitcoin from an exchange, and again, I'll explain it for everybody because it's all good. So, but just to answer the question really quickly, when you buy Bitcoin on an exchange, it's like buying something from a shop, but you don't take it home. So, do you own it? In one sense, yes. But if someone comes and rob the shop, you may not necessarily have access to that product. Having a wallet with private keys is like having your own safe, your own depository, your own bank account. And so you could say that at that point you own it, right? So most people who have bought a particular crypto on an exchange, yes, most of the time the exchanges are going to be safe, they're secure, they're tight. But because it's on an exchange, it's not yet fully secured. Someone can come and hack the website, can mess up with the coding, all sorts of things can happen. And so therefore you still, in one sense, own it, but it's not completely secure. So that's the stage that you're at. And then again, I'll explain it for everybody later as we go through things as well. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely answer that question later with the example of an exchange. So let's see. Just to kick off, without Googling, what's the world population at the moment? Without Googling, give it a guess. Without Googling, give it a guess. What's the world population? Okay. We've got somewhere between 7.7 billion and 60 billion. Shanta, was that a guess? The population 7.8 billion. The population 7.8 billion. Good guess. There's no prizes on this occasion. Okay. Now, what do you think of all 7.8 billion? How much of a percentage of people do you think know about crypto? You know, they just know about crypto, not necessarily that they've bought anything or that they've purchased anything, that they just have heard of the word Bitcoin, you know, or crypto in some way. How much of the population do you think know about cryptocurrency? 0.05, 5%, 3, less than 1 million. Okay, so less than 1 million, that would be 0.0001. Okay, you guys are good at guessing. It's actually 4%. There's some studies that Curtis was talking about, one of the educators. You're talking about 4% of people know crypto. So from what I remember, that's about 32 million people in the world. A lot of people think that they're late to crypto. People who think they're late to crypto have no idea what they're necessarily speaking about, because that's only 4%. 4% of the world know about crypto. So already you're in a powerful position just by knowing that you don't know about crypto. Is it a very powerful position? Let alone the different ways that we're gonna move through this crypto journey with our IM educators. So it's you're in a very, very, very powerful position, and you should actually commend yourself, not only for plugging into things like these classes, but just being able to, just exposing yourself to this type of dimension in life. So yeah, not many people know about cryptocurrency. It's still very new. It's very powerful. Okay. Now, I just want you guys to think about the different ways you can pay for transactions. Okay. So quickly type in a chat. What's some ways you can pay for transactions? What's some ways you can pay for products? What are some ways you can pay for products? Cash, contactless, card payments, Bitcoin. Your body, you could pay your body for okay. Yeah, I guess you could do that or pay for some of your organs. Cash, yeah. Credit as well. Now, there was a time in history where, can you imagine? Let's say you would actually trade products for real physical gold or physical bronze or copper or whatever it is, which later became coins. Now imagine someone said, hey, in the future, you know what? We're going to be able to pay for cows and sheep and cars and housing just with paper. People would have thought, what? Just with paper? Like, how's that going to work, right? That's not valuable. And then paper come and circulate. And imagine someone said, hey, do you know that money you have in your account, you'll be able to access it just with a plastic card, not metal, not platinum, not gold, just a plastic card. People would have thought, what? Just a plastic card? You're having a laugh. No way. And now contactless payments. I remember when contactless payments came out, you was only able to use £10 in case, because of fraud and counterfeiting. And if people stole it, then they weren't able to just rinse out your account. And now you have so many other different methods. In Australia, here we use something called NAB Pay. There's Apple Pay, so many different ways you can pay. But when they were first being spoken about, you can imagine a majority of people who didn't necessarily inform themselves or weren't necessarily trained in maths or computer science thought that is really like crazy, right? It's just not possible. Now we're starting to move into a bit of a new space with crypto, where not only transactions are able to be made. One of our IM educators, his name Ivan Paychecks, he was one of the first people, if not actually the first person, to transfer or to create an exchange of real estate using cryptocurrency. So we're moving into a space where, again, it's the same thing that's happening before. People thinking, oh, it's not possible to do that. People used to, when there was one inventor, I can't remember his name, in dealing with technology, their consideration was that there was no possibility that you'd ever be able to send a photo from one location to another. People laughed at him. Interesting, right? We're in a time, there was a time in history where people used to laugh at geniuses or inventors who would say, hey, I'm trying to work on how to send one photo from one location to another. It just wasn't humanly conceivable for a majority of the population. So that's kind of the space we're in when it comes to crypto. So one of the things that Curtis mentions is by learning and understanding crypto, even if it's 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, while you're driving, while you're getting ready, you put on some sort of stream or a past recording, you're actually future-proofing yourself and making yourself incredibly valuable. Because there are many people who will come to you, and because you've set the foundations and you know the foundations, it's going to put you in an extremely valuable position. Does that make sense so far, by the way? Yeah, does it make sense? It's yeah, like that, because we didn't want the session just to kind of launch in, okay, how do you get started with crypto? It's always good to know the why and let's have a bit of a foundation and really understand why it's valuable before we just launch into set this up, set that up, set this up, do that, stake that, transfer that. No, let's understand where the kind of landscape or the macro is going and really understand the type of position we are in history. It's going to be extremely, extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. At any point, if you do have any specific kind of questions, feel free to just keep firing your questions, because I kind of want to take out stations, right? I don't want to just move on to the next station if someone's not necessarily feeling comfortable. So yeah, just feel free if you've got any particular questions, feel free. And if it's not in my sequence of what we'll share of today, then we can answer it on the spot like that. And if I don't know the answer, then I'll get back to you as well. That's fine. So you could say that crypto, there's many definitions of crypto, but crypto or cryptocurrency is like a digital currency, right? So there's a certain amount of zeros and ones in your account, which in a sense is digital, but that's like a digital account. But Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency is now digital currency. And a definition that I found, one definition that I came across is a cryptocurrency is a type of currency which uses digital files as money. So the files use something called cryptography, which is the means of hiding information in codes, okay? Hiding information in codes. The cryptocurrency itself is what's called decentralized. Decentralized means that it's not controlled by any one person or a particular institution. Now, you kind of think, okay, what's the point of that? And the way I think about it is like this. I had the great fortune of hosting Shante in a retreat in India and taking her to going around a few different places in India. And what's interesting, I was just kind of thinking of it as an example. Let's say you have a small, I don't know, town, and you have $1. Now, that dollar can buy you, let's say at the time it could buy you, I don't know, let's say a pint of milk and bread, okay? Over time, due to inflation, regulation, so many different factors, economic factors, that $1 that you once had, which could buy you bread and milk, can now only buy you bread. And then later down the line, one day that dollar that, you know, that could buy you bread can now only buy you a packet of biscuits. All of it, it's like, what? Yeah, we'll definitely do India again. It's kind of like, all my hard-earned work to accumulate that dollar, and now my purchasing power of that dollar, of that money, of that sweat and blood and sacrifice of work and not being with family in order to accumulate that dollar, is now becoming less and less. And so it kind of makes you feel a bit, it's kind of like, no, I'm not doing that. And so imagine like this town or village, they get together and they used to accept currencies into the town and village and use that as an exchange. But then one smart guy decides to create their own currency within that village. And slowly but surely, that currency becomes the new norm. And in a sense, it can reestablish, to some extent, it can kind of reestablish the value of a person's time and work, and ultimately currency, and what it can, what you can accumulate with it. So in one sense, crypto is like that. In one sense, it's decentralized, and you'll find that there's a whole host of different benefits that Ivan Paychex posts regularly on Instagram, which I'll show you a bit later, about why people are moving forward towards crypto and towards cryptocurrency as well. It's very, very, very powerful. So cryptography is based on crypto is based on cryptography. It's something that's very difficult to hack. Some people say, oh, if I buy Bitcoin, one day there'll be someone who comes in and just hacks the whole network, just hacks the whole thing. Nope. It's not as easy as that. It's very difficult to hack. Transactions are anonymous. So it means that often your data, your privacy is not being leaked. It's very fast, it's very secure. It's tight. It's tight. Curtis was saying how in order to hack crypto, you'd need, I think, like millions and millions and millions of dollars and so much time. It's just basically impossible, because certain transactions or being able to hack it would actually, to make an exchange or a transaction, there's a whole host of different parameters and factors needed in order to hack it. So it's very tight, it's very secure as well. And you'll also find that crypto projects don't just serve purposes in terms of money exchange, they also serve other beneficial purposes in the world as well, something that we'll explore. Now, have a look at the chat. Have a look at this. Just going to pay something to you. Is this making sense so far, by the way? Everybody good? Yes, good. Good, 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 good. Now have a look at this. Anyone want to guess what that says? Or what the message is behind it? Told you we're making this interactive. No idea. Okay. Shift, you see that Queb? Shift each letter in the alphabet left 3 times. What do you get? You actually get this. So imagine that, right? You have a message you want to send. I mean, anybody here watched Prison Break before? Michael Scofield was full of messages. If you take that message, the quick the, and you just shift the letters in the alphabet, then it creates a code. And then someone on the other side can then receive that code. And so that's a simple example of shifting letters. Sorry, you have to shift it right for the ciphertext. This is just a simple way of showing you a code or showing how code can work. And so if you just add more factors, square roots, exponentials, all this type of mathematical formula, you'll find that the code becomes hidden and very difficult to encrypt, very difficult to hack. So Bitcoin, in a very powerful scale, does that. And that's what cryptography uses. So you find cryptography in many different types of cultures, like the hieroglyphics in Egyptian, Sanskrit codes in India. Many different cultures will have ways to be able to transfer messages before as well. Okay, so now then we'll move a little bit into the apps that are used within the DCX. But before we do, we actually have to kind of get our head around or understand a larger landscape, because the apps help us to generate income in a couple of ways. Or DCX, shall I say, helps us to generate income in a couple of ways. So the first is this. Let me actually show. Okay. Oops. Okay, so one way you can make money on crypto is when you trade it as a derivative on MT4. Okay, so
Michael, sorry, are you
yes.
Are you showing something on your screen?
I am about to now. Can you see that?
Oh, your desktop with icons, yeah.
Yeah. So it's got here blue. Yeah. Can you see that?
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, just checking. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, good, good. So the first way you can make money on crypto is trading it as a derivative on MT4, okay? So for example, let's say we wanted to take a trade. So just MT4 here. We'll look for a symbol. Symbol generally for Bitcoin's BTC USD. There's two other cryptos, Ethereum. We'll scroll down. Oh. Don't know if this specific app will let me take a trade. Yep. And you can execute a trade. You wouldn't do one, but you can execute a trade as so. Yes. So one way of trading crypto is trading it as a derivative on through our brokers. Okay. Does that make sense so far? We're just trying to take it in stations here. No, you can fund your account with US dollars because it's pegged with the US dollar. So in MT4, it's pegged with the US dollar. So I'll just do a random. Like that. And that'll place the trade. So that's just using US dollars. Yeah. Another crypto that you'll find on, and I think most of us are using IC Broker here. Another one that we'll find is ETH. I'll just put that one in. And a third is called Ripple. These are cryptos that we'll introduce you to later. Someone wants to take a trade on ETH. They can buy an ETH if they like. And you can also trade on something called Ripple. It's another crypto. Whoops. Like that, yeah? I don't know if I can scroll up with this. I can't scroll up so much in this app. Oh, yes, I can. There we go. And you can take your trades like that. Yeah. So we can use it on our current MT platforms. That's correct. Yeah. Are you all with like IC Broker? Yeah. Are you all with IC Broker? It should you should find three. You should find these three symbols there: XRP, BTC, and then Ethereum. And that's on the current MT4 platforms as we speak. So that's one way of trading crypto. You don't own the cryptocurrency you're trading. You're simply taking a position on it. Yeah, you don't personally own. If you trade it on Webull or Robinhood or MT4, you do not own the crypto. You're simply taking a position on it, a selling position or a buying position on it. Yeah, so you don't own the crypto. So that's one way you can trade crypto. Another is when you buy it directly on an exchange. Okay, you can buy crypto directly on an exchange. An exchange, you could say, is like a crypto shop, right? It's like a crypto shop, so or crypto market, I guess. Now the doc asked a question. I think it was, what's the example of exchanges? Hey, let's see. Let's go up. What is an example of an exchange? One example of an exchange. Actually, I'm just going to give you a whole list. Oh, where's my photos? Here we go. Can you see this? can see my screen, yeah? Still. These are some types of Bitcoins, and these are some exchanges you can buy the Bitcoin off. Okay. So one example of an exchange is Coinbase. Another example of an exchange is Binance. There's a Binance, without the US just for US customers, unless you're from the USA. Another exchange is called Kraken. Yeah. So these are different types of exchanges. There's also Bitforex as well. And there's some others that are not coming to my mind at the moment. Yeah. So these are different types of exchanges. So you'll have, like, let's say Coinbase. So Coinbase is where you can buy Bitcoin. This is not the same as buying Bitcoin on MT4. Buying it on MT4, you do not own it. You're taking a position on it. Buying it on Coinbase, you own it. Yeah. So you got the different exchanges. So you'd set up your Coinbase and all that. I'll go through the setup of how we'll go through these of the different exchanges. But you'll make an account on Coinbase. You'll make an account on, let's say, Kraken. You make an account on these various exchanges. And so what happens is this: whenever some of the educators say, okay, you know what we should be looking at now? We should be looking at buying, let's say, something called Kusama. Yeah, so it's another type of cryptocurrency. And you can look at this, let's say, go, Kusama, where can I get some Kusama from? I want to get some Kusama. Where can I get some Kusama from? Oh, Kraken. You're signed up to the exchange, you're ready to go, and you can buy Kusama off Kraken. Let's say Curtis goes, you know what? Now's the time to buy some comp or double down on comp. Or, yeah, double down on comp. You'll go to Compound, you go, oh, can't remember where I can buy my comp from. I'll access this image. This is in our DCX package. And we go, oh, I can buy comp on Coinbase, on Binance, on Kraken. I can get on Uniswap, Exodus Wallet, Crypto.com. And then based on, your fees and just whatever exchange you like using the best, you can buy it specifically on those exchanges. So these are like crypto shops. Bitforex is also there. I think the prices might be a bit higher in Bitforex, but there's some there. Let's say, oh, Kurt goes, guys, it's time for you to buy some multiplier. Where's is it on Kraken? Nope. Is it on Nope. Is it on Nope? Oh, it's on you. Oh, it's on Uniswap. Okay. So I need to get it from Uniswap. Yeah. So this is like your marketplace for crypto. Yeah. So that's another way you can buy crypto. Ornella, please.
So my question is, so you have different types of exchange. Are you exchange platforms? Are you able to buy from different platforms and then put into one wallet, or does it all go into separate wallets?
That's correct. You can put it all into one wallet.
Okay.
Your wallet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks. Your wallets are like your personal bank accounts. So you can buy from this shop, from that shop, from this shop, from that shop, from this shop, from that shop, and then you transfer all whatever you've bought from the different exchanges into your own private wallet. And I'll be showing you the different examples of wallets as well to keep it in a secure way. Okay, so does that make sense so far? So position on MT4, you can buy actual crypto on an exchange that you can then own. And the third aspect is something called staking. Staking.
Quick question.
Now, you have another question?
Quick question, sorry.
Yeah.
I know you're making some reference to MT4, and I know there's some people on the call who only know HFX. Is there any way you can give like a brief explanation of what this MT4 is? I'm assuming it's going over people's heads.
Oh, for MT4?
Yeah, because I know there's some people on the call who just know HFX. So
HFX. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking FRX, yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, that's all good. So, okay.
Sorry to slow you down. Just so
No,
that
that's
we're
fine.
all on board.
So for those who are a lot more involved in HFX, MT4. Oh, is my app crashed? No. Oh, yes. It's playing around now. Give me a moment. See if I can get this back to normal. Okay. Yeah, sorry. My app crashed, so I'll just get it back up. Yeah, so MT4 you can trade on IC markets, JFX you can trade with $100 on JFX. Yeah. So for those who are mainly involved with HFX, there's also a variety of ways that both IAM and people in general offer how to generate income or make money. So MT4 is a type of trading app for people who wish to trade internationally with currency pairs, but you can also trade cryptos on MT4 through a broker. So a particular broker that we're using is called IC Markets. For HFX, they've got their own specific brokers as well. But for trading in general using MT4, typically you're looking at trades that last a lot longer than just 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, etc. So you may take a position on a product, and then in the future, you're hoping that later that particular product is either going to be in profit based on if you're selling or buying. So MetaTrader 4 is a trading app that's quite popular and that's used on people's phones and PCs. So you can also trade or take a position on cryptocurrencies as well. But it's generally it's a slightly longer term trade than using HFX or high frequency trading. Okay. Now, what was the next step I was going to? It was exchanges. Oh, staking. Okay, staking. Let's have a look at staking. Okay. Another way you can make money is something called staking. It's basically it's just a term that's used for depositing crypto into a particular wallet, and you make money almost like it pays you dividends. Yeah, so you make money by depositing specific cryptos into wallets. Okay, so in order to understand staking, we need to understand basically what a wallet is. So I'm going to show you that now. Just loading up my wallet now. Okay. And also go to Kraken. Okay. Whoops. Give me one moment. Okay. So, and again, I'm going to go through this setup. What I'm doing is I'm trying to explain the various concepts so that you've got an understand, like a broad foundational understanding, and then we'll go through the setups, okay? So don't worry that you don't have this software downloaded at the moment. Okay, so this, can you see you can see my screen now, right? Can you? Yeah, you should be able to see it. You can see it, yeah, awesome. So this is called Exodus Wallet. This is on my PC. Yeah, I'm not showing you from my phone. It's just on my PC at the moment. When you buy a crypto currency from an exchange, it's like that cryptocurrency is still in the shop. What you need to then do is from that exchange, you send it over to your personal wallet. Okay, you send it over to your personal wallet, and this wallet is like the equivalent of your own personal bank account. Okay, does that make sense so far? We're taking it. We're just doing the baby steps, so we're catching. We're trying to catch everything. If anything's gone over your head, feel free to share, and we can double back. So does that make sense so far, everybody? Type a yes in the chat if it does. Okay, cool. Awesome. So you'll be sending your crypto, what you buy on a crypto exchange, you send that to your own personal wallet. This personal wallet is it means that crypto is secured, it's yours. Each wallet, like Exodus Wallet and various others, it has very tight security. Not just tight security, there's certain passphrases that will give you that when you sign up to the account, if you don't remember those passphrases, you can be locked out of your wallet. So for example, this Exodus Wallet, you sign up to it. It doesn't need your email or anything. You just download it. You make a password. Once you've made a password, it's going to generate a 12-word passphrase. Okay, it's going to generate a 12-word passphrase. What's it going to generate? What's it going to generate, people? It's going to generate a 12-word passphrase. Okay. When you get this 12-word passphrase, you're going to write it down. If for whatever reason you change your PC, you change your phone, you change locations, you forget your password, whatever it is, as long as you've written down your 12-word passphrase, it's you and only you that has access to that account. Okay? Does that make sense? That's how you secure crypto, because it's coming to your own personal wallet that nobody else has access to. And it doesn't matter who mails you, who texts you, who calls you, say, hey, Doc, hey, Shante, one of the things I wanted to just kind of check your, I just wanted to, kind of check your wallet. What's your 12-word passphrase? Or Exodus, you get a mail from Exodus. Oh, I just wanted to check your kind of wallets then. What's your 12-word? No, your 12-word passphrase, you give it to absolutely nobody. And you write it down. You keep it safe. Because you'll find as you're accumulating your balance, you're going to want to make sure your funds are secured. So you're going to send your crypto from an exchange to a specific wallet. Okay. So yes, definitely. You don't share that at all. So let's say you have so you have these various different types of wallets. Now, what's interesting about these wallets is each wallet has its own type. There's different types of wallets. There's a Bitcoin wallet, an Ethereum wallet. There's different types of crypto wallets, right? So what happens is this. When you're sending crypto from an exchange into a wallet, the wallet cannot be different. the wallet is the same style of currency, that you're sending. You download this on we'll go through the setup a bit later, but you download this on your PC. And I'll tell you why you don't download too many things on your phone as well. So, hey, you send it from an exchange. So let's say you've got some, I don't know, Bitcoin. Let's say you've got a bit of Bitcoin and you want to send it to your wallet. On the exchange, it will give you an option to send, or to withdraw from the exchange and send to a wallet. Then within that, it's going to say, hey, we're going to need a token. What will then happen is you get generated in Exodus wallet. In order to receive Bitcoin from an exchange, you just click receive. Right? You can copy this code. And in the exchange section, which I'll show you a little bit later on, you can send Bitcoin from the exchange to this address. Yeah, you send it from the exchange to this address. Let's give it a little whiz. I'll give you an example of what that looks like, okay? So it just makes it a bit easier. Let's do Bitforex. Just going to try to show you what it looks like. Does your currency make profit in your wallet? Yes. In other words, let's say you bought a Bitcoin 3 years ago for $500, okay? And you put it in your wallet. Yeah? So you got a Bitcoin in your wallet. Now, Bitcoin's worth $61,000. That Bitcoin in your wallet is worth $61,000. Does that make sense? Okay. So now I'm going to show you. Yeah, now I'm going to show you the kind of process of sending money from your exchange to your wallet. So let's say you're on Bitforex. This is a particular exchange. And you want to send some Bitcoin to your personal wallet, right? So you've got your Bitcoin here. There's a whole list of different tokens that you can send. You can send Bitcoin to a Bitcoin wallet, Ethereum to an Ethereum wallet, a USDT to a USDT wallet. You have to ensure that your wallet and what you're sending is the same. If they're not, then you may lose them. Yeah. So go to Bitcoin. Remember your Exodus. You want to receive Bitcoin. You're going to copy that address, go back to your exchange. Here's your withdrawal. You'll create a new withdrawal address. I'm not going to create one right now. Paste it into there. Add your withdrawal amount, however much do you want to withdraw to Bitcoin. Click submit, and that will send money. That will send Bitcoin from the exchange to your Exodus wallet, and it's nice and secure. Now, these different types of wallets, like Binance, XRP, Tether, Cardano, there's all different types of wallets. Now, for some, not all of them, but for some of them, you can actually stake. So staking means that once you've put it into your wallet, you leave it there and it starts paying you dividends. The thing starts paying you dividends. So for example, let's say we have, some, I don't know, VeChain. And I send some VeChain, some VET to this wallet. Okay, so we went through that process. I can then choose to stake it. So I can't show you the stake button now because there's no vet, but there'll be some available balance, and I'll choose to stake it, and it deposits it. It keeps it solid in that wallet. And different cryptos have different factors. Like, so for example, I think there's certain things you stake, but if you stake it, you cannot touch it for 38 days. And as for some, if you stake it, it doesn't matter when you stake it, you can withdraw it whenever you like. And every single day that you've staked it, you can generate dividends from that. Plus, on top of that, is the specific value of that currency that you have also is making money as well. Yeah. So that's another way that you can make money, both staking, but also the actual balance of the value of the cryptocurrency is also going up. So that can generate an income. Does that make sense? So that's staking. So you can make money MT4, exchanges, by buying actual crypto or staking. Now, I'm going to show you something that is a little bit, what do you say, contrary to what I've just been sharing with you. Here is Kraken. Here's Kraken. Kraken is an exchange. However, there's one, this is an anomaly. It's an exception to the rule. You can actually stake on this exchange. So what happens is Polkadot is a type of crypto, Kusama is a type of crypto that Curtis has been recommended, and you can actually stake on Polkadot. And Curtis will show, I don't have any dot here, but you can actually be gaining 12% on that staking. That's one. And then remember I said that the actual value of the crypto itself can go up. Here's a quick look at the value of Polkadot over the last 30 days. It's actually increased by 18%.
I'm on my way.
So Polkadot can be staked, but the actual value of the key has also increased by 18% over the last 30 days. Very, very powerful stuff, eh? Very, very powerful. And it looks like here, if anyone bought Polkadot in August 20, that was at $2.70, and now the price of Polkadot is 42. So anyone who bought Polkadot and staked it would have made 1,461.7% on their investment. It's daily. So 12%, if you put, let's say 50, and then you add another on the next day, and then you add another like that, it'll be, you get the rewards, you get paid every few days in Polkadot. You get paid every few days. And look, and so you get the return on investment of the actual value plus the staking. So it's very powerful, hey? It's quite powerful stuff. Okay, so that's the foundations of it all. And now we should move through the apps, because we've understood that you can generate income in those different ways. So now that you understand trading, the exchange purchasing, and the staking, the apps are now going to direct you in different ways accordingly. So let's have a look. Okay, so that's good. Now, unfortunately, guys, when I tried to I'm using an application that emulates my phone, but unfortunately, for some reason, the application was a little bit buggy. So at this point, I mean, it's recorded so you can look back on it anyway. It'll be nice to show you on the phone, but I'll just show you here roughly what the app looks like. So you've got in the app Swipe Coin. So I've clicked Swipe Coin, which is here. So Swipe Coins, you download that in your Play Store. So make sure you've got Swipe Coins. It should be created by iMarkets Live. You can see they've got the other products there as well. So Swipe Coin. So open that. And then your app basically will show a graph and it will kind of look like this if you click the menu button. So in the menu button, you've got different types of options. Leverage trade ideas, or MT4, exchange trade ideas, chat, Picasso's brain, crypto talks results, video search, etc. So remember, unfortunately, because of this specific app that I'm using, I can't show you the up-to-date. Center the window. Yes. Is it centered? Is this okay? Let me know if that's okay, because I can't see center it a bit more. How do I center this a bit more? What about if I do, what about that? Does that work better? Yeah, better. Awesome. So then here's the different types of options, and you have different types of ideas. Now, the best way to show you, because this app hasn't been working that well, is probably this. The app itself will generate particular trading ideas. So Curtis, the app will send you a notification and they'll say, hey, Curtis thinks that you should buy some compound. So you'll click it, scroll down, and he's actually showing you the entry price, the exit, the stop loss. He's showing you basically what you should buy based on what he's been speaking about in his live trades and his live, streams, etc. So let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so yeah, this is bought on an exchange. I don't know why there's a stop loss. I don't know why he put a stop loss there. That I'm not so sure about, because this is just an exchange trade. So it could be a mistake, or he just put it there for a particular reason. I'm not actually so sure. But what this trade, it says buy compound at around this entry price, and he often shows you which exchanges you can buy it from as well. So he recommended this. When did he recommend this? The 28th of December. He said the entry price is 134. Would you guys like to look at what the price of compound is now? Would you like to have a look at what the price of compound is now? Oh, would you like me to share it? I can show it to you if you like. The price of compound now is $568. So when you bought it, if you bought it when Curtis recommended it, which was far, far away. So he recommended it around this kind of area, and now it's gone up for about three and a half times, something like that. So it's very, very powerful. So that's one type. That's the exchange. How often does exchange ideas come through? Exchange is quite, I think there's like probably I've only seen like one or two come this week. And then, but you can check the app for that. But what does come through very often is the MT4 trades. So the MT4 trades would come under MT4. This is called leverage, but it usually comes on MT4. And I don't know if I can show you one because these are all, let's see if I can show you one. Nick Gomez. Yeah, here's one. 10th of November. If an MT4 trade comes through, he'll give you a whole breakdown of the trade as well. And these MT4 trades, they come in thick and fast. You'll get the traders, they usually give about one each a day, something like that. Because the crypto movements are a bit different. So that's your trade ideas. And then the third thing that you also get is something called Scalper, where it's an automated exchange trade idea. And I'll show you that now. What's nice about this swipe coins as well, by the way, is, again, I'm sorry that I can't show you, but you get a chat where the traders are specifically speaking to you or chatting in the system, and they go, hey, now that we're in profit, move your stop loss to this. Now that we're in profit, move your stop loss to that. And then secure the profits. Now we've hit TP1. Now we've hit TP2. Now we've hit, so they actually walk you through the trade as you're generating those pips. The thing that confused me the most, that took me a while to get my head around, is actually that that there's actually two separate websites. This took me so long to get my head around, but it's so simple. One is swipecoin.im and the other is myswipecoin.im. You see the difference? I kept going to one of the websites thinking, why isn't I can't see something? And then I go to this one, I go, why is it I can't see certain things? It's because they're two different websites. So you've got Swipecoin, and this is automation. It's just an automated bot, automated indicators. Yeah, there's two. It took me ages. It took me so long to work out there's two different websites. They're getting that without that pain. Anyway, so there's an indicator here that this alerts you of a buy or a sell opportunity for only two products, BTC and Ethereum. I don't use this website a great deal, but you can see there's basic parameters. There's basic parameters that will cause, in the Telegram group. Yeah. There's basic parameters that will tell you whether to buy or sell Ethereum or Bitfinex. And when you log into Swipecoin, they'll show you those parameters. So that's an automated bot. Nobody's going to necessarily walk you through that trade. MySwipecoin.im. Now here's some powerful stuff. So here you've got your ideas. Somebody asked, how often do you get your ideas? Abby did, hey? 16th, 15th, 13th, 11th. And bear in mind, some of these trades are powerful. Like, for example, they're all powerful, but let's say, I think it was this one. Yeah, here's one. I sent this one on a chat. Yeah, it was the 10th. I sent this one on a chat. His entry was 59,100. And actually, let's go into it. Oh, I'm gonna have to quickly log in. Give me a moment. Okay, just gonna look at one. Here it is. Okay, so here's the whole breakdown of the trade. This is on MT4, by the way, because we're taking a position on Bitcoin. His entry price was 59,100. and he suggested 59,300 as a second entry. He's got all the comments and why he believes that you should take the trade. And his take profit levels was at 62 and then at 64. So I remember pasting this to the chat, and it was probably about 59,400, something like that. And the trade actually hit TP2. So Bitcoin hit its highest high. I think it was 14th of April, something like that. So somebody who was in this trade would have generated roughly just over 5,000 pips. 5,000 pips. So that's quite powerful. So myswipecoin.im, you'll find that anytime you get an idea, you're generally going to log into myswipecoin.im. And you have all your different ideas, your different chats. So Picasso, leverage chat. Notice how the traders in your leverage chat are speaking through the trades as they come. Yeah, so now he's saying, okay, XRP was basically, messing around a little bit. So we're going to be using the same parameters, and we're going to be looking for another entry. Picasso saying, we're looking for a bit of a pullback to the 60K mark before we buy. Nick Gomesh, he said, we're playing with different entries. Nick Gomesh, hey, the trade that I suggested is now in 50 plus pips profit. Move the stops to break even and hold so that your trade is now risk-free. So you just get to go through all the different trades.
Always be nice all the
and
time.
Each trader is constantly speaking to you through the trades as the pips are getting booked.
You had to ask her when they didn't ask.
That's very, very powerful.
You just gave it to them. Sometimes you need to be a bit.
Does that make sense so far? The confusion for me happened because a lot of people kept saying, hey, use Swipecoin, hey, use Swipecoin, hey, use Swipecoin, the website. But you actually need to go to myswipecoin.im. And that's where it's got everything there. Does that make sense so far? Yeah, cool. And then another thing in your app is the results. So here's the results. Nick Gomesh, 300 pips. 5,200 pips. 5,200 pips. There's a lot of pips, isn't it? 600 pips. 200 pips. These are the different results of their trade ideas. Exchange chat. Remember, exchange is where you're just purchasing crypto. This is mainly where you hear from Curtis. And he, in this exchange chat, shows you where you can buy cryptos as well, just what I've showed you as well. So I just took all these images and I saved them because it's just easier to reference. And that's about it. That's about it in terms of using the various Swipecoin apps. Okay, so assuming that all made sense so far, I'll just go into the kind of final section of this call, and that is I go into the final section of the call, and that is this. I'm going to just show you how powerful our educators are. How powerful our educators are.
Mike, I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
To trade the crypto on MT4, is there a minimum amount you can start off with?
I don't know if IC Brokers has a minimum amount to deposit in order to have a live account. However, to trade crypto on MT4, at least I know that if you have about $200 or about 150 or £100 in your account, you can trade a 0.01 lot size on Bitcoin. And for the other coins, I think that the kind of lots and the pips work slightly differently. So on Bitcoin, if you have let's say £100 in your account, you'll have enough. You'll have enough to be able to trade Bitcoin with a lot size of 0.01. So that's Bitcoin. You will also have enough to trade Ethereum and XR and Ripple, which is XRP. So as long as you've got about £100, you'll be fine to start trading with that. Okay, so the final section is just going to be a bit of a big up to our educators. Let me just share. I'm going to just share a few things with you. So can you see this website? This website's called CoinGecko. I think you can see it. Yeah, this website's called CoinGecko. CoinGecko, XRP is asking for one lot size, yeah. CoinGecko is kind of like your trading view for crypto, you know, so to speak. It's basically going to show you the whole market of cryptocurrencies. Currently, there are now 6,728 cryptocurrencies registered on CoinGecko, 451 exchanges, and there's a market capitalization at the moment of $2.2 trillion of crypto. So it's very, very powerful. Yeah, XRP works differently than IRC. Exactly. Yeah, 10 is like, yeah, somehow I can't remember how they worked out, but 10 is like 0.01. It's a very small position that you take on XRP if you have 10. Now, I'm just going to share with you 3 projects that our educators recommended. The first one is called EWT. Long story short, people who have spare solar power in their home can sell it back to the grid. They can sell it back to a center called NV Energy, which is based in Nevada. It's a company that Warren Buffett owns. What Energy Web tokens can do is basically automatically exchange extra solar energy back to the grid for a price, and it's all automated, and you know how much you're getting, and it's very clear and transparent. So there's a lot of talks about investing in solar energy. So Curtis recommended that we purchase some tokens in EWT. Look at the growth. Look at the growth of EWT over the last 2 weeks, 30 days, and 1 year. Over the last year, EWT has grown by 2,216%. That's one. Another one that was recommended is one called VeChain. VeChain, what they do, again, I'm just summarizing, but what VeChain do is, let's say you have a bag and you want to buy a bag from a shop or a market. There'll be a QR code in the barcode to see the basic identity of where that bag's gone through. So if you try to buy a product, it will flag up on your phone or your system that is stolen. It can flag up on your system if it's stolen. So it's really good, right? Because it can help with recovering of items and so many amazing things. These guys have got partnerships with a variety of people. Nike, I think Louis Vuitton, Walmart as well, many different kind of people. And you look, you think, 70%. Now, VeChain. Over the last 7 days, it's grown by 46.3%. Over the last 2 weeks, 96%. And over the last year, It's grown by 4,708%. Powerful, right? So here's where it was. And Kurt's been buying it since 2018 as well. So we're talking, you know how I see this crypto space? You know what it feels like to me? What it feels like to me is like we're investing in small startups. You know, they're like the little tech startups or the little business startups. And we're like the kind of the business angels that are investing, like, you know, the Dragon's Dens that are investing in various companies. It's like we're investing in projects because this project, and that's actually quite cheap. These guys have got partnerships with Walmart, Nike, so many different companies, and their price was only 0.01. It's huge. So we're talking real. I'm not making up these figures. They're there. They're available online. There's one more that I was recommended called e-commerce. And again, long story cut short, these guys have got partnerships with Pokemon, different kind of Japanese gaming, where you can collect Omi tokens, which represent valuable events that have happened in history. So it's another coin that was recommended. And the growth of this coin over the last 2 weeks has kind of dropped, a bit of a pullback. But over the last year, this coin has grown by 32,452%. $32,452%. That's how much this coin's growing at the moment. And it's only going to grow more. It's actually a pullback there as well. Crazy, hey? So not only is there so much to get, not only is the world moving in the crypto space, but there's a lot that we can gain. And this is just from the educators' research. Research. So believe it or not, the best thing about DCX, beyond the apps, beyond the tools, beyond the indicators, is the education. These people are absolutely incredible. I've tuned into each one of them. I'm pretty sure I've tuned into each one of them, you know, at least for a little bit, but I'm mainly tuning into Curtis at the moment because I'm going through his initial training. And himself combined with Nick and obviously Picasso, they are bosses. I don't know where I am got these guys from, but they're absolutely really killing it. They're incredible people. I can't wait to meet some of these guys and just thank them for their work and thank them for, what they've basically done, because just the way that they've gone through setting up and helping us is absolutely incredible. So, this is the first thing that I actually encourage you to do is to watch this one here, mandatory watch, crypto security. And that'll give you the basics of how to set yourself up properly in a very secure manner. But I'm also happy to do that. Because it's quite an extended list. I'm also happy to do that on a particular day as well. So I hope that helps so far. Kind of gave you the foundations of things. Are there any last final questions? Comments, questions? Because I know time's getting on. Yeah, all good. So we'll set up another time both to just, kind of summarize and run over some of the things we've got. There's many different websites as well that I want to introduce you to that are very incredible, kind of incredible to use. CoinGecko is going to be your one that you want to start with as well. And of all the different kind of cryptos that you're going to be looking at, you'll find them, as I said before, on the myswapcoin.im. That shows you where to buy cryptos from, what to be looking at as well. Yeah, so hopefully that all helps. And we'll go through it again because it's not easy to get your head around the first time. So there's all these different types of websites and things like that I want to expose you to start making you get ahead, way ahead of the game. Would you recommend Curtis for a beginner knowledge? 100%. So what I would recommend, these educators are powerful. I mean, Curtis, he's funny, smart. He just gives you the basic. It's hilarious, and I've been sharing quite a lot in the WhatsApp chat. I think a few people may want to get an invite to that WhatsApp chat as well, maybe if they're able to. But the way that what I would recommend is bookmarking this channel. So I like to bookmark it. I bookmark it, Curtis, Crypto Channel 4. Start by watching his favorite videos. Priority number 1, priority number 2, priority number 3, priority number 4. Once you finish those priority videos, then start with number 1 and then go to number 2, number 3, number 4. His Fibonacci, I know a few people are really into Fibonacci. Apparently his Fibonacci videos, I haven't seen them yet, but I will. His Fibonacci videos have helped people trade both crypto, HFX, and FRX. He just said that he just once he understood Fibonacci, it just made a lot of sense. And apparently he just gets DMs after DMs after DMs after DMs about how much people have really understood Fibonacci, the sweet spots, the entry points after these videos. So apparently they're really, 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 really good. So I'm looking forward to getting through to all these favorites. But yeah, start with this one. This is going to help you set up your crypto space and make sure everything's secure. And then I too am also happy to do something of a similar nature as well. So I think that's good for now. I will unfortunately have to head. Feel free to reach out in a WhatsApp anytime. I actually don't mind. If you've got any kind of questions, comments, we'll obviously make this recording available. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. Anything you didn't catch this time, no problem. But the main thing is that we wanted to give you some encouragement that you're in the right space, you're in the right time. Kudos to you. And yeah, just congratulations for exposing yourself to wisdom and insights that, yeah, we once didn't know that we didn't know. Because a lot of this, we're really well ahead. I have to admit, we're very well ahead. So yeah, well done for equipping yourself. Much love to you all. And yeah, definitely catch you all next time. Thanks very much, Doc, Dami, and Shante for setting this up as well.
Absolutely amazing value, Michael. I'm sure everyone got so much value from today, from the sessions that you've given, the way you've broken it down, the way you've explained it all. We really do look forward to your next session. So if you did really enjoy, just put some thanks in the chat. It's absolute fire session. And we know that we're very, very blessed and grateful to have you as our DCX King Ambassador. So yeah, we really do look forward to the next session, and hopefully we'll discuss that and plan that next.
Sounds brilliant. Definitely. Thank you so much. All the best, everybody. Much love to you all, and definitely speak to you all soon.
Thanks, Michael.
Take care. Bye. I'm gonna end it.